no. Don't be afraid. Drop up and chase through. Whoa. Okay. I know you ain't afraid of pop pills. I know. Baby, I know you ain't scared to catch feels. Feels with me.
The Breakfast Jam with Myra Maloba.
Dance. 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 And all my ladies, I wanna see you dance on the floor, yeah. And if they jealous, I wanna see you shake it some more.
You can handle us.
Oh shoot, here we go again. Same shoot. Only now she's saying how she so through with me. Girl, this how you gonna be through with me? It was all cool when you was doing me, and I had you rocking on that Louis V. Now she done lost it, telling me how it don't cost you. Damn, so tell me what you want, cause all you wanna do is funk. Like wait, hold up, stop it. Girl, you talking too much, just drop it. She's going on and on, all up in my desk, going through my phone. It just ain't the same.
Boy, I don't feel no pain. Yeah. I'm sorry, but this time it ain't the same. Ain't playing no silly game. I just wanna do my own thing. I'm calling all my girls tonight. We go party till the morning light. Boy, I don't feel no pain. So you can meet me on the dance floor. Meet me on the dance floor. Meet me on the meet me on the dance floor.
Yeah, shit happens, thought you were mine, what we had was magic. Yeah, it took time, but you just can't manage. Used to have shine, but I guess that vanished. My bad, got a little upset, but I did not lie, and she said I did. Ain't that some shit? Plus we split, sure I got a loving that she can't forget. Damn straight, saw her face, looking like she feeling for the love she missed. That's it, scratch that script. I'll be out here looking for my next chick. To the exit goes my ex chick. Stack her in the pile just like Tetris. Oh shit, I'm painless too. No matter love, when I just get to
dance floor. Meet me on the dance floor. Meet me on the meet me on
Up to date, I'm the strongest. Up in the club with the wrong chick. Shout out Camula as the world spins. Right in my hand with your girl's rings. Okay, I'm mad. She know about that. Say he dance with the devil cause his clothes stay black. But your talk so whack cause I'm blind to a hater. Zoom on the racks. So excuse me, miss. All the kids call me trooper, but I'm ludicrous. And hits make big money off of stupid shit. Living life on the road, but I'm used to it. And it's okay. Always knew that things were gonna change. God bless the game, good things will come, but
boy,
first
I
we'll
don't feel
pay.
no pain. Yeah.
She said.
I'm sorry, but this time it ain't the same. Ain't playing no silly game.
She said.
I just wanna do my own thing. I'm calling all my girls tonight. We gon' party till the morning light. Boy, I don't feel so pain. I don't feel no pain. So you can meet me on the dance floor. Meet me on the dance floor. Meet me on the meet me on the dance floor.
The Breakfast Jam with Myra Maloba.
ICYMI, in case you missed it, it's your weekly roundup. The number one morning show in Eastern Central Sahara, right here on Icon Radio, your number one entertainment plug. I'm your host today, Michael Sumo. First of all, we love to thank Myra Maloba for giving us this opportunity. She's not around, she's sitting for her exams. But today we'll be stepping in it for him. And let's vibe, guys. So now, according to Reuters statistics, Kenya's economy grew by 4.6%. 4.6, is that reflecting in your rent, your fuel, your food? I mean, is the middle class disappearing? Ronnie, what do you have to say about this?
Okay, thanks, Mike. First and foremost, good morning, our very esteemed listeners. My name is Ronnie Choge. As regards economy, these issues of the numbers, the figures, happens that the development our political elite choose to always talk about is theoretical. You know, the GDP has grown by this. You know, they give the metrics, and yet the bei ya nyanya, it's crazy. It's through the roof. So while that might be happening, the ground the mwananchi is getting quite, you know, in a tight corner.
And I feel you, man. It's true.
Yeah.
Jaymo, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
You're looking sharp today. What's going on?
Just
economy inakaa inakupeleka vizuri. You know, TikTok right now, the influencers are getting a lot of money. They're getting paid. Tell us, what's the secret, Jaymo?
Sahi economy siati inanipeleka vizuri. Ni kushangaa tu manzi, unajua kila kitu imepanda, nyanya. Manzi kila siku manzi, unajua kupika stew sahi ni kama kupika stew ni kama tu investment.
It's becoming like a luxury to get basic food.
Yeah.
Sasa unajua what the perception of people have right now is like the people who are getting money, like it's really the celebrities, the influencers, because you guys are really flaunting it online. Sasa Jaymo unasema unateseka kweli?
Kwanza ama celebrity unaongelea ni kina nani?
We're talking about TikTok, we're talking about Instagram, we have the comedians, the musicians, the whole department, you know what I'm saying? So like right now, Ronnie anasema, it looks like the system is robbing us because we woke up, go to our jobs, and the traffic, bro. When you get at traffic, how did you guys come here?
Of course, can you imagine the madness at Ngong Road?
Oh, you came to Ngong Road?
Will I even make it in time?
Now, also, the bypass was the same way I came through the bypass, and there was a lot of traffic, you know? So, and then you ask yourself a lot of questions like, why is the government not intervening, maybe to improve the infrastructure, things like that? Because right now, when they say 4.6%, as in, what does the economic growth mean? Is life getting harder? What do you mean when you say the economy is growing?
You know, it's a bit crazy, Mike, because while that might be true, that the economy's GDP, you know, the figures are as said, happens that a lot of happenings and going on recently, at times they seem to catches the government off guard, you know, like now the issue at Strait of Hormuz, Iran and all that, and talking even about the issue of traffic and the infrastructure, I'd say around Nairobi CBD we can see a lot of structural development ongoing. You know, we have the expressway here. You can see around at the Uhuru Park they are doing their thing, but I think we've got to a point where development in terms of infrastructure and containing, you know, traffic management in the city has less to do with structural development and more of policy. Because you see, the more roads we are building, you'd think that the construction of the Thika superhighway would translate to no jams in the Thika road. But look, now we have traffic there as well. Looks to me as though it has to do with policy formulation, because we are widening our structural development and at the same time Kenyans are buying more cars. It's like Thika Superhighway was meant for guys to buy more cars, give value to the land systems around the area, and now you see most people move towards those zones. And as such, I think we should be, it's 2026. We should no longer be talking just about roads and that. Let's have trams in the city. Guys, mwache magari nyumbani. It was muzi kukuja hadi tower with traffic, then again in the evening we are all rushing back. Yeah.
It's complicated, I understand.
Also,
Yeah, Jaymo.
The other thing is the government is using a lot of money to do some very small works for a very long time.
Okay.
For example, there's a pathway being constructed along Nairobi West Hospital, just opposite Nairobi West. That pathway has gone for months now. It hasn't been finished yet.
You're talking about pathways. I remember there's one there almost at Central Bank. There's that pavement that is usually being constructed, and I really wonder what time will they finish that place. Ronnie was talking about misappropriation, or is it a wrong allocation of funds? Because right now I think we have wrong priorities. I saw the president put 500 million on Grammy Awards. Really, do we really need 500 billion to go on Grammy? Yet we have children in Turkana, Lodwar, Mandera, those areas. They don't have simple infrastructure, the classrooms, water, sanitation. And it's crazy. It's crazy seeing we have this misappropriation of funds, bearing we have very high inflation rates.
True. But also, to give a little grace to the president, I feel like as the president of an entire republic, especially, particularly a country like Kenya, we are 24/7 online, we are on his toes. We know when he goes to
Gen Z.
Yeah, if he, for instance, the other time he traveled out of the country, the moment he diverted, guys were already, on net saying his jet was last seen, and you're like, yo, I can say he always has that constant pressure of having a little bit of something going on in all departments. You see, now when you talk of infrastructure, one moment we're at Mausami, Trironi Road, Highway, the next moment we are at the awards, kidogo we are at Boma Yangu, as it's the pressure the president has, particularly, or especially if you look at it through the scope of the looming elections.
Yeah.
So he'd want given that, if you remember the UDA manifesto, it was quite...
The bottom-up one, yeah?
It was quite wholesome in terms of tackling issues, and we'll hold him onto account thanks to that manifesto. What did you do in the film department? You said the fuel rate would be this way, gas will be refilling at 600. How's that going? And for that reason, I feel he has that pressure of always wanting to be seen doing this and that elsewhere. But also, you talked of the 500 million, and I was retrospecting on the question you'd asked Jaymo as regards entertainment and how the celebs seem, quote unquote, to be living large.
Yeah, very flashy.
And I think the entertainment industry works in quite a dynamic way, if I may say so, because a lot of the payment it doesn't squarely depend upon Kenyan market. At times it also the YouTube, the TikTok portfolio, how these guys are being paid not necessarily through Kenya's taxpayers' money. And I guess also, I don't know, our president is almost always known for his PR stunt. He's always good with the media.
In 6 months.
So I was thinking, in just my own 2 cents, maybe the investing into the media industry, because he knows how much airtime that gives him, and he exploits that so well.
But Jaymo, don't you think whatever Ronnie is saying, the Gen Zs are online, everything, don't you think they are really looking for it's much of accountability? The more they're talking about whatever is going on in their country, don't you think they're politically awakened and they know whatever is going into their country, and they are putting pressure on the various departments?
Yeah, it's a good thing. How the Gen Zs are reacting so faster for the government, and also venye yani wako on the president's toes kila saa. So hiyo kitu inapea the government pressure ya kutaka endeleza projects mob.
Yeah. So, like, guys, there's my friend here. I met him while I was coming to work. This is my friend. We were in him in a high school. High school there back in Meru. Now, this guy was a top student. I'm talking B's, I'm talking A's. But then when I was coming to work, he was hawking the kebabs. Do you think like it's a really good image that is portraying to maybe the others who are still in school right now and people who are literally in the system? Because this is a top brain in the streets, hawking. Not that business is good, yeah? But don't you think the government needs to put a role to ensure that the system works in terms of education? You are assured of your degree, you are assured of your certificate. It won't go to waste because these are powerful minds that can help out.
Mike, you've really touched on something quite emotive. The unemployment rates, particularly of the academic guys. And I'd say this: the absorption rate of our current economy. Now, this is where we go back to the 5% growth in GDP, and if indeed the common mwananchi is feeling it. This growth in the economy shouldn't just be about numbers in the banks as relates to the, Bretton Woods institutions, the IMF and whatnot, but it should also reflect the absorption rate, say, of the intellectual properties of our citizens. And we like to, pride as Kenyans in knowing that our education system is always top tier. It's always highly rated in the region, when you consider our neighbors. But then you think that would translate to, quality jobs, the blue collar, the white collar, and it's quite crazy. I look at my fellow friends back, in the villages, particularly in the Eldoret region, Elgeyo Marakwet. Guys, we are exporting intellectual property to Australia, to Canada. Guys are going out since, they can see in the ground, there are no jobs. And it's quite unfortunate. It's sad that many a guy is going now into informal sector because of lack of opportunities. And these opportunities, mind you, we are now left to scramble for those with the burgeoning influx population of guys moving from our neighboring countries, because again, they think Kenya's economy is doing quite well. Now we have Rwandese, we have Burundians, and even the kebab biz that you are talking about. These guys are all in the streets, and they are quite competitive in those informal jobs and informal tasks. Even their rates are quite competitive as compared to what Kenyans usually demand. So I'd say it's quite sad. I go back to policy formulation. In my mind, I choose to think if the government was to put in place policies around this, like when you get out of campus, the internship program, let the internship program be functional and wide-reaching. Because it's there. I won't throw shade as though it weren't. But you realize also it's quite competitive that more guys are left out than those who are actually incorporated into the internship programs. And yet you talk of the 500 millions, the cash we see online that is being thrown around, and you're like, if this was channeled by way of policies into ensuring this absorption, at least modest absorption rates of guys, it won't be as such.
Okay, Ronnie, you made me kind of think about like what's going on right now in South Africa, about the foreigners and the xenophobia that is going on there. I don't think like Kenya will get to a point where we'll be discriminating foreigners because of the job positions. But, as long as the government will be accountable and continue improving the standards of living of their citizens, I think it will be okay. Guys, I also want to remind you that this is Icon Radio, the #1 entertainment plug in Eastern Central Sahara. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Jaymo Ule Mfunny. You should check this guy out in TikTok, Really does some funny skits.
Shout out Jaymo Ule Mfunny.
Yes. So guys, we'll continue with the discussion. Right now we want to go for a break. Stay tuned. We'll be having more in a moment.
two, and then the three, and then the four, then you gotta breathe. One and then the two, and then the three, and then the four, then you gotta breathe. Then you gotta, Shorty can't breathe when I come through, hum to some shoes. Gotta be 20, man, it's not even funny, they can't. The chokehold's too tight, the left looks too right. You know what, you right. These can't look, they hearts racing, they start chasing, but I'm so fast when I blow past that they can't. In the presence of the man, your future look better than your past. If you present with the man, you better. Can't share my air. I walk a mile in the pair I wear, and I'm getting better year by year, like they say wine do. Cops couldn't smell me if you brought the K9s through, and I pace myself. I know these money hungry wanna taste my wealth, but I keep them on a diet, embrace their health, or even keep them on the quiet and space myself and just take a deep breath. I got them grabbing their chest, cause it's hurting them to see fabbing is best. And they in they worst, they'd rather see me laying a hearse than laying the back. And I ain't just laying the verse, I'm saying the facts. I came back with some sicker stones that got these broke looking at me like they choking on a chicken bone. Heavy chick up, can't leave it alone, so I know it's one of them every time I pick my phone. Breathe. One and then the two, and then the three, and then the four, then you gotta breathe. One and then the two, and then the three, and then the four, then you gotta breathe. One and then the two, and then the three, and then the four, then you gotta breathe. Then you gotta. Jody can't breathe when I come through, hum to some shoes. Gotta be 20, man, it's not even funny, they can't. The chokehold's too tight, the left looks too right. You know what? You right. These can't. Look, they hearts racing, they start chasing, but I'm so fast when I blow past that they can't. In the presence of the man, the future look better than the past. If you present with the man, you better. I see him on the block when I pass, it's looking like they need oxygen masks. I make it harder, but I keep the in the stashes, cause the cops wanna lock and harass us and make it harder. They has to react like having an asthma attack when they see the plasma and back. You dudes are wheezing behind me. My flow is like a coupe, breathing at 90. That's the reason they signed me. The slick metaphors and hard punches on the cuts. Feel something like hard punches to the gut. High dress the haters and underestimate us, and ride up on them like they escalators. They shook up and hooked up the respirators on their last breath, talking to investigators. I'm a breath of fresh air and a fresh pair. Face it blue and do it till your face get blue. And then one and then the two, and then the three, and then the four, then you gotta breathe. One and then the two, and then the three, and then the four, then you gotta breathe. One and then the two, and then the three, and then the four, then you gotta breathe. Then you gotta. Jody's can't when the crew walk in it, pop a few cokes in it, as quick as a tick in a New York minute. Catch your breath before you catch a, even worse, catch a tap. Only way you catch an F to the AB. It's in the maybe, rolling with my baby. On a toy that you won't find at KB. I rhyme slick on ya, they gon' have to put the Heimlich on ya. What you know about letting dimes lick on ya? While you inhale, and it won't stop till they inhale you. And it don't stop till I tell them to breathe. Like a doctor with a stethoscope. I don't see no unless these motherfuckers breathe. One and then the two, and then the three, and then the four. Then you gotta breathe.
that, yeah. Tell you any time to know you. Tell you I've been trying to show you how far this thing could go if we just hold space for love in a high plane. I love you by the way. See, we all bleed the same hole. I never seen you glow up like this before, yeah. I'm taking it back, go hold up, don't make it explode, yeah. I never seen you glow up like this before, yeah. You're taking me back, oh baby, I'd like to know, yeah. I never seen you glow up like this before, yeah. I'm taking it back, hold up, let me explore, yeah. I never seen you glow up like this before, yeah. You're taking me back, yeah, baby, I'd like to know, yeah. Say now, put me on your level. We could be forever. Light the shines together, together. Hey now, you could be my neighbor. Only we can save us. Sister love forever, forever. Say now, put me on your level. We could be forever. Light the shines together, together. Hey now, you could be my neighbor. Only we can save us. Sister love forever, forever. Say now, put me on your level. We could be forever. Let the shines together, together.
See him still in my heart away. Otumbe, surely. Check out your my wallet, what day? Me love you very long. Pass me your love like a ping pong. Cause you ring my bell like a ding dong. Oh, cause this love ain't no go trouble no one. I know the feeling is strong, but you is a bandit. Never love another life. Go tell my friends them that he would die for me. Go tell my mama, go tell my papa that he would die for me. Go tell my friends them that he would die for me. Go tell my mama, go tell my papa that he would die for me. For so long I've been waiting on. Waiting for your love and your body, oh. Come take up the money, oh. Pretty baby, I'm a honey, oh. We love you for a very long time. You love me when I get the dime. You want me, I make you this. You give me that. Me just a bitch, not a copycat. Baby, wine it like that. Me love it when you giving me like that. You are a blessing. You came into my life, no more stressing. This smile on your face seems impressing. Everything around you seems interesting. Don't bring me fast or lucky. Take you anywhere you want. Teach you everything you need to know. Show you that I love you so. Yali, oh. For so long I've been waiting, oh. Waiting for your love and your body, oh. Come take up the money, oh. Pretty baby, I'm a honey, oh. We love you for a very long time. You love me when I get the dime. Me won't give you any time. Yali, me won't give you again. Boy, you know that you drive me insane. Oh.
Tell me what take away your pain.
Take it away so I will never be the same. Oh.
Fire can cool.
See what savage is good for your soul.
Forgive King is a rule.
And I could be your one and only Queen Sheba.
But tell me nothing because you're Paulina. God love me Angelina.
Nina.
Do not about to send me.
Nina.
Me love for you than in a Medina. Take it on to Medina.
Yeah.
take up the money, oh. Pretty baby, I'm your honey, oh. We love you for a very long time. You love me when you get a dime. I won't give you any time. Yeah, baby, you don't know if you love me so much. I want to take you every day to the church. Love you from the bottom of my heart. From the end to the start. You don't know. You want to give me this.
Easy bro. The Breakfast Jam with Myra Maloba.
Was going a little bit of technical issue. Yeah, whatever is going on in the country, the situation right now is what we are talking about. Ronnie Chege was here talking about how xenophobia might be
Yeah,
a
before we
topic
went on
that
our break.
inasumbua, si ndio? Because right now in South Africa, we are seeing a lot of racism, a lot of discrimination.
A lot of black on black racism.
Yes, that's what's going on in South Africa right now. And the concern was, might this bring back, show it reflect to our country? Because right now the youths don't have jobs. They are really struggling to make a living. And the question was, are we going to such a place, or are we still maintaining the rhythm?
Yeah, it's quite interesting because, you look at South Africa and whatever's going on down there, however unfortunate it is, looks to me, as a social scientist, I understand there is a cause and effect relationship as regards whatever's going on. And I can't, I can't quite place my finger on how these dynamics are going, but I understand it because as Kenyans right now, here in the CBD, for instance, you look at how the Rwandese and the Burundis are all over the place, and they are ravaging the minimum wage levels. But I'd say this, as a country, perhaps we haven't got to that point of South Africa, because for them, their economy levels are a bit higher than ours. But nevertheless, I'd say this: it's got to a point that the development of a country, and I'm speaking in the great African context, all 55 countries in Africa, it's got to a point where you can't carry on as a country with your head buried in the sand as regards the development of your neighboring countries. You see, because now the dynamics are such that Kenya's growth is influencing the populations of Rwanda and Burundi. In the same way now South Africa's has done with the countries that have had their citizens gone there, and now while we are seeing the backlash of South Africans feeling disenfranchised, as though their economic spot is being it's being cheated away. But I'd say this: if it were such that the economy of all these countries was at par, then there wouldn't be need to be hopping country after country looking for better, because you can't blame these guys, the people these South Africans are against, because they are a product of their environment, their economic environments, and they wouldn't be going to South Africa if their countries were better off. And taking attention, even the South African job market, much as like the Kenyan market, since we are drawing comparisons with our country, the Burundians wouldn't be in Kenya if we hadn't created a space in our economy, a gap that now has to be filled. You see, you walk nowadays into construction sites and you'd realize the minimum wage for them to mkono, the helpers to the technical stuff. the minimum wage had got to a point where it was at 700 towards 1,000, especially for the koroga, the concrete mixing. But now, these guys come and they are willing to lower their rates to as low as 500. Why wouldn't, because this is a capitalistic environment, it's either you eat or get eaten. Why would I, as a businessman, take the Kenyan for 1,000 when the other guy is willing to take it for 500? You'd say it's nothing personal, it's business. So you'd say even in South Africa, there's the economic policies, the environment around that has made a necessity for these guys. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there. You see? So I'd say we as a continent have got to a point where we need to harmonize our level of development. This is a clarion call to our leaders. When you make your policies, when you're developing your country, be mindful of the neighboring countries as well and what levels they are at. Because if you're doing badly off, you'll no longer have a population. You'll have guys going out to other countries trying to build your country back. And I'd say it's quite unfortunate. Whatever we've been seeing, for those who've watched whatever is going on in South Africa, it's quite unfortunate, but it's our reality. Yeah, of all the places we could be as a continent, that's where we are at this point, and we need to, walk forth with that in mind.
But Ronnie, I think, I guess it's like kind of a government thing, because now you see the South Africans are putting out their anger to the foreigners who are in the areas. But now it's the government who is creating these policies. It's the government who is ensuring that the cost of living is high, is the one having bad strategies. Don't you think that the South Africans should put their government to accountable and let the foreigners be? Because, as you say, there's a lot of jobs, there's a lot of work to be done, but now you can't say that they're coming to take all the jobs, because you see, these are specific jobs. You're talking about mjengo, you're talking about labor work, isn't it?
True.
And they are giving out minimum wages and it's like for a business person, I understand that they want to have maximum profits, isn't it?
True.
Yeah, but it still goes to the government. What do you think, Jaymo?
First, I think the things going on in South Africa is a cake.
A cake?
A cake.
Okay. A cake.
Oh, it's
a potato, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's what you say, a cake. First, I would say, zile vitu zinachangia watu ku flee to other countries. First of all, ni wana flee poverty at their own country. So the government of a country hawaja put up resources to ensure my youth ama every person wana benefit from the economy ya country yao. So ndio maana wana flee to other countries na huko ndio wanaenda ku face hizo xenophobia.
True.
True. So it's like the government is the one that is making the citizens run away from the environment, going to look for greener pastures to improve their cost of living. That's what I'm getting.
That's what I was saying. Well, it's not only South African government to be held accountable, it's every citizen in the continent. And that, we are one people. These borders, as we've now come to see, are all imaginary. Because now, how is it that if these borders are real, the issues affecting me as a Kenyan are now affecting a certain Burundian?
Yeah.
See, and I'd also say much as that is happening, because now we are seeing it from within. Now look at it from this angle.
Yeah.
Burundians are coming to Kenya. Kenyans are fleeing to Qatar. Kenyans are going to Australia.
Great.
Kenyans are going to UK.
Canada.
So it's a pattern. That's what I'm saying. This is a pattern behavior, and therefore, we'd also argue that even for us as a country, we've got to hold our country's leadership accountable to why is it that right now there's always a friend or another friend who is abroad. When things hit the corner, hit the wall, you like, drop $1, drop the $1 minimum wage in Kenya. You see,
yes.
So we've got, as a country as well, we've got to elevate our living standards, and that's why we have to keep our leadership circles on hot seat 24/7, because it's quite unfair, and I feel it's unpatriotic and not by choice that I now have to flee my country go to Qatar and perform an informal job, because now I'm a graduate, but I'm there as a caregiver. See, and that's only because I want my daughter to have some snacks for lunch, to live nice. And as a country, we've got to elevate our economy. As each country around the continent of Africa, let's all work on our economy as one unit. Otherwise, all these problems, this is just but the beginning of a bigger problem.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Ronnie. Guys, I want to remind you this is Icon Radio, the Breakfast Jam. In case you missed it, this is a weekly roundup of what has been happening in the country. Today I'm with the Gen Zs. This is Ronnie Chege, is like a serious political analyst, and I'm with Jaymo Ule Mfunny. I got it right, yeah? Jaymo Ule Mfunny is also an influencer in the creator space. He's doing a lot of good work. Go and check it out.
Check him out on YouTube.
Jama, now I have a question. Mukokadi.
Niko Kadi.
Mukokadi. Jaymo Mukokadi. Oh, Mangalia Kando, Mukokadi. Yeah. Because right now we are talking about the politics, we are talking about the future of our nation, and we are the current youngest population. Someone was saying that the people who are old now are not increasing. They are decreasing.
True.
And the number of youths is increasing.
It's ballooning.
So,
crazy.
Is the correct people increasing? Do they have the right information? Or we are still creating people who are archaic? Archaic, the way Jaymo was saying. Are we creating archaic people? Because now, right now, as of 2026, Gen Zs are very active in the political scene. Unlike other generations, I might say, Gen Zs are very awakened and they really want accountability. You guys saw the last finance bill, what happened, yeah? It was true. Chaotic. And there was a finance bill, 2026, has been introduced, bringing notable changes across multiple tax areas. And some of the proposed updates include a tax filing deadline. Mitumba traders have also, it has been adjusted. Taxation of trust income, VAT exemptions, virtual assets, the tax amnesty. So what do you, Ronnie, what do you think about this finance bill 2026? Have you looked at it?
Yes, I've had not
the
quite
proposals.
the thorough look, but I've had it, just a little. I know a thing or two about a thing or two as regards that. But you had me at the Mitumba. I was thinking there's some, I don't know, about 4% increase in tax on Mitumba ware. And for the Hoipoloi, Mitumba holds the city, man. Gikomba is our go-to place, because again, it boils down to the living standards. I'd say this. It got to a point, I don't know, was it Rwanda that had banned importation of second-hand items with an aim to stimulate local enterprise?
Okay.
So that, our textile industries, we have Rivertex in Eldoret, they can be functional. And, when that happens, at least we are guaranteed there'll be employment for Kenyan youth. We are guaranteed that there'll be consumption, promotion of Kenyan products. Because right now what we are doing is we're promoting Western and Asian, Western and Eastern, Western in terms of the US and Europe.
Made in China.
Made in China. We're promoting their wear, and it's even worse to imagine that it is second grade wear, like
yeah,
but again, now that there's a tax on that, I don't know. This is giving me goosebumps. It gives the 2024 vibes. Because when you talk of matters, Mitumba, you're talking of the housing contribution. I've seen there's a little bit on that as well in the finance bill.
Yeah.
Again, as I said, cause effect. For every cause, there'll be an equal effect. So I don't know how that will go. By the way, for those listening, please check out the finance bill proposal, the proposed finance bill 2026. I think guys are not yet aware because this was formulated early this month, actually. Yeah. So check that out and tell us also what you think.
Guys, I saw that it was there was a lot of criticism on the last finance bill, and it brings a lot of questions, because you see the youths were in the streets, we were in the streets. Were you guys on the streets? We were on the streets. Jaymo ulikuwa streets.
Street ndogo si hizi kubwa za tao.
But you were in the street, isn't it? Yeah, because I think people were feeling frustrated. They were feeling as if they are being neglected by the government, because the government of the day is supposed to ensure that at least everyone, as they go home, they have something to eat.
True.
They have something to take to their parents. They have something to take to their kids. But now it was bringing a lot of pressure to the ordinary citizens. And you can imagine, unamka asubuhi Roni, umeamka 4 because you know the traffic from wherever you live. Ngong Road, you know, the traffic it's crazy. Mombasa Road, Thika Road, there's jam.
You've got to like wake up yesterday to get here today.
Imagine, sasa you don't sleep. Okay, you've woken up yesterday to get here today. Alafu sasa you find traffic jam on your way. It's stressful. That's what I'm trying to say. It's stressful.
It's stressful, yeah.
And it's like the government is robbing you. Wewe unaingiza unapata from this side, the government inachukua na this side. Taxes everywhere. Even on goods that don't need necessarily to be taxed. They're taxed twice. And inaleta a lot of frustrations and people get annoyed. I think annoyed is the term because ndo uingie kwa parliament ukule mchele ilikuwa huko ulikuwa umejaa ngori
hiyo ilikuwa kuja
ulikuwa umejaa ngori alafu unajua sasa ungeenda ukule alafu utoke ulikula ukabeba flag ukavunja viti ukabeba koti Mr. Speaker sir, remember that guy yule jamaa alikuwa amejaa ngori vibaya sana
legend
and it brings a lot of conversation on this topic. True. Is the finance bill 2026 helping Kenya grow or increasing pressure on ordinary citizens?
Hiyo finance bill hata bado sijasoma lakini nimekataa. Nimeshaikataa saa hii.
Time tu ipitie kwanza ndio kataa.
Hiyo story ya mtumba wanasema ati wanaongeza taxes kwa mitumba.
Yeah.
Sasa wakiongeza taxes kwa mitumba na mimi kama mtu ambaye anajaribu kutoka bottom aende up. Nitavaa nini?
I understand you. Now, what they are saying, mitumba may become more expensive. Importers of second-hand clothes will pay tax before releasing goods from the port. Traders could increase prices to recover costs, of course, you know. Sasa mnaona aje maneno?
First off, I'd say this. Even as the current market rates for the mitumba, you know, as is, are so high that even these guys selling mitumba in the CBD have got me looking for the choches, mashimo. Like you have to progress in that hierarchy of shimos, of plugs. Yeah, you start buying from archives from Mutuli, and now you are going to Muturu, you are going to Kamukunji. Because you're looking for a lower price.
River Road.
Yeah, you're looking for a lower price. Alafu tena your lower price ishakuwa hiked. You can imagine. You can imagine. It definitely will go crazy. Because a lot of guys actually in the informal sector, particularly in the CBD, there is a substantial fraction of the CBD populace that is dependent in the mitumba business. You know, for their kids to have bread and butter, they have to be as early as 2 a.m. scrambling for beds. And then you can imagine when it will have a domino effect. Definitely, they'll have whatever I was getting at 200 at Lutuli and I'm getting at 100 at Gikosh is now about to go to 300 and thereabout. It's crazy for me to imagine it that way. It's already madness.
In today's fast-paced world, you know, maintaining order is crazy because you know we have the increase in taxes, we have the increase of cost of living and everything that is like a circus, you know, because right now I'm imagining our president was in TZ the other day na alikuwa amepropose tupewe mikwaju, sijui kazi guys mliona, walikuwa na suluhu wakasema hapo jana wapewe mikwaju. What do you think about mikwaju? Mmeshapewa mikwaju zenyu ama ndio yeye anataka kutuwekea kwa finance atuone kwa streets tena?
Hiyo suluhu akuja tu yeye apate mikwaju. Achape mikwaju kabisa hiyo.
Okay, for context, I don't know what the mikwaju element was.
I think when they are saying mikwaju, it's like a form of instilling discipline. And I don't think it's like discipline for TZ because we saw the deaths that were there in TZ. People who were killed, there are a lot of numbers. And now if that's the mikwaju Sulu is talking about, I don't think Kenyans won't agree to that.
Let me take us on a short road trip of a thought and just walk with me. The leadership elite, and this might also touch on why I was emphasizing, as countries, you know, Kenya can no longer make decisions independent of whatever Ugandans think or whatever Tanzanians think. Because as it were, we see His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta, friends with bosom buddies actually with our president. And now we are seeing Suluhu as well. It's almost like there's a clique and they are now governing the entire 3 countries as a unit.
Do you think Nani wants to be the president?
No, okay, not maybe in
Or the
theory that's what he might, but I'm looking at it in the context of the reality on the ground, because one, and this is, I don't know if it's coincidental, happens that all their parties, these three, are all yellow and green. If you've noticed, UDA, CCM, they are all doing yellow.
The same,
now we are talking, we are seeing Ruto is being applauded in a Tanzanian parliament, something that hitherto was quite not yet, seen. Maybe it had been, but not with that much popularity. And this is what it looks to me. The leadership class are they the baby boomers or the gen? They come from a different generation, right?
True.
And the majority of the population of these three countries combined is an entirely different generation. So the psychosocial aspect of the behavior of these two, the leaders and the leaded, if to say, are different and are not at par. It's like the relationship between you and your paps in the house. My old man, I respect him so much, but he is a conservative. He comes from another era. The environment that built him and the environment that has built me this far are two different.
Totally different.
And it's always easy for them to assume that the stroke is what will, reinforce and reinstate discipline. And for us, it's always, we are ready. Like you saw what happened during the maandamanos and guys
it was crazy.
Risasi. Sasa kiboko ni nini kama wako wanaogopa risasi. And it looks to me like we are approaching, we are all, the leaders and us, the citizenry, we are approaching towards a common problem, but we are all looking at it, from different angles. I'd say this, as a population, the youth of these three countries, we've been brought and raised in a system where it was education is the key to success, and we had quality education. A lot of guys are very well educated, even in Kenya alone. Like hata ukiwa kwa mjengo site, you'll be surprised itaza kuwa niwe peke yako hauna degree.
True.
Yeah, and I'd say you come with all that expectation of things working out, only to get here and those jobs that you are promised are not there. Now you have to focus on Australia and how you have to sell a parcel of, the whatever property you have back home to go. Definitely there'll be some anger. There'll be some resentment with the system. And as we continue seeing the system playing out in the old traditional way of handouts and Kenyans, the youth are now well beyond those, those optics. We no longer care how much money you throw. In fact, kuja nayo pesa, tutakula na bado tutakutoa kwa hiyo ofisi. You understand? So I think we should all be at par in terms of understanding where we are as a country. Our leadership should now know we no longer fall into the politics of the days of yore. We'll come during the election period, niwapea so mbili and you guys be okay. Yes, tunanipea so mbili, but I have to go to Mjengo and it's paying me 400. It's crazy. Make those systems work and everything else will fall into place.
I want to remind you guys, this is the Breakfast Jam. You're wrapping it up right now. Jaymo, what's your last take on everything you're saying?
Sahi penye economy imefika, na cheki what we used to pay school fees back in high school. Immediately after high school, we started hustling. I'm sure kuna watu wengi sana bado hawajaweza kurudisha hiyo school fees.
Value for the return on investment.
So just the government has to do something for the youths.
Thank you guys for coming to the show. We had a really meaningful conversations. I would like to see you guys again.
Thanks for having us.
I'd like to remind our viewers, this is the Breakfast Jam. In case you missed it, your weekly roundup. I've been your host, Mike Osuma. Thank you for coming today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Love.
This is how you found